Two angry figs. Go down, man. Can't let you win. This guy's climbed a lot, though, you can tell, because he was in semi-pro last time. Though, honestly, it shows me in pro, even though technically I'm an all-star on console. I don't get how that works. I assumed it was like a salty balls kind of thing. Everybody collide into everybody. Hold me closer, Perry Quaker. It was a bad throw. Can't get that lazy. I cannot get that lazy. See, I think that should go through. I don't think you should be able to catch the backhanded one as well as you do. I think that's what needs to get fixed. Like, the backhanded catch should happen a lot less. Man, that sucks. That I probably just gotta gave him a run, basically. Because I dove for it, and it pushed it. But if I'd let it go through, my center fielder would have probably fielded it plenty fine. Those are always unfortunate. If collision was a lie, good luck playing baseball. You know, like, nothing would get hit. Boom shakalaka. I wanted to see if I could get him to throw an error. He didn't throw, though. I'm pretty sure he would have reacted by the time I went if I'd gone, but... I gotta stop swinging at the air. Up the middle. Oh, dude. Gonna be out. Yeah, I got greedy there. I honestly thought it was going to go up through, and then it didn't. See, I don't understand that, though. That one he caught, I dove, it should have hit me in the chest. The last one I dove at, my glove hit the ball. It pushed the ball. Like, it feels a little weird sometimes, how if it hits you in the leg, it's going to be an out. You know, and you're going to catch it. But if it hits you in the glove, it's going to bounce.
Number 21, the catch.
Boom. That's a double. They're pretty decent at pitching. Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm aware, the Moose is good at hitting, and they're not good at speed. But other than that, they're fine. Very, very rarely Colossus. So the devs explained how power hitting works in this game, and basically, it's the exact same hit no matter what. I would say 99 times out of 100 I power hit. I will occasionally contact, but very rare. But, like, basically, they said A power hit and a contact hit are the exact same hit. The only difference is that a contact hit is a guaranteed 70. You know, I'm just throwing a number out there. Whereas a power hit could be higher, it could be lower. But I'm going to hit 90 almost every time I power hit. Why would I ever do 70, you know? If they're the exact same hit, like, originally when I played the game, I figured, okay, maybe the contact was the outer ring, and, you know, power was the inner ring, and that would make sense. You know, like, that would make sense. You know, if you don't make contact with the one, it doesn't hit. But that's not how it is. So once you get the timing down, you should literally only power hit, really.
Now batting number 66.
Like, you know, like I'm hitting 92 there again. You know, like most of these are going to get kind of crushed. That's the only problem is every once in a while I'll do that. But contact would have made that just as bad, you know. That's me swinging at a bad pitch. That has nothing to do with whether or not it was a power hit or not. You know, it's not like I dribbled it because I did that.
Now batting number 31.
I have a pretty good relief staff, so I don't mind this. I put in Drake way earlier than I like to put in Drake, but I use the X button. Normally, the only reason I understand people not using the X button is if they like the ability to contact swing, or not contact swing, but the ability to check the swing easier. Because you can check the swing with the button. It is not easy. It's really hard. But I did it 3 times and won at bat, so it's not like it's impossible. Yeah, no, that's really the trick. So, like, when the guy releases the ball, you start charging your swing, and if you're using the button, you let go when you're ready to swing. It's really not that bad. To me, using the stick is harder. I understand people who feel like it's more tactile and it feels better, but it's not that easy to me. Like, to me, it's easier with the button. Because I'm, like, watch here. I'm going to press now, and I'm going to release. 96. You know, I didn't make good contact, but that's because of where the reticle was. Nothing to do with my timing.
Number 60, the second baseman.
You know, and now that I'm not trying to call it out, I can pay attention a little better. That one I went early, if you notice. Part of it is you got to remember, depending on what the pitch is, it'll change it a little bit. So, you know, if he throws a curveball on me, I'm going to be a little bit off because I'm going kind of for fastball timing. But, I mean, it's not that far off. You know, like, what's the speed on this? 97? And then this one will be 88, maybe. I didn't get to see it, but 88 maybe. Yeah. So there's not that much of a difference on the timing because when it comes down to it, that's not going to be that crazy of a difference.
Now batting number 23, the center fielder.
Any tips to raise rating?
Number 20, the right fielder.
I have a bunch of tips on YouTube. If you've seen all those videos, I don't know what else I could tell you. Like, I got a bunch of random pennant race tips. Yeah, I mean, that's really what it is. What Onyx just said. The only thing that matters for rating is scoring runs. So if you're not hitting well, you got to hit better. If you're giving up too many runs, you got to pitch better. It's really all it is. It doesn't matter if you win. You could lose 9 games. If you lose them all by 1, and then you win the next game 10-0, you probably went up. Why am I swinging at this? I hate my life. I don't deserve to play this game. The other way to go up in rating, don't do what I'm doing right here, where I'm like half paying attention and just swinging to swing. And it is not a good idea. As I chase another pitch at my letters. I feel like that is in the strike zone. I know Dandy and I were talking about this last night. The strike zone to me is actually like your letters. You know? So like to me, that's a strike. You know, strike zones are actually pretty small in this game. If anything. Oh, my other tip, don't throw sliders as I throw a slider. They always get hit. They always get hit. Yeah, no, I mean, I complained about that for forever. I personally don't like it either. I don't hate it, but I don't like it. But I mean, the devs can do what the devs want to do. That's their decision. They like it. They know I hate it. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I think it's crap. To me, like, winning should be what matters. You should try to win. You know, you shouldn't, like, want to have an incentive to dodge, you know, the moment you get down 3 runs. Because you're playing someone better than you. But, I mean, since they fixed it and they made sure that you can't, you know, just DC and not get runs scored on you, it's been a lot better. Why am I throwing that? It's way too hittable. You can tell my guy's kind of tired now, because that used to be 97. I will pull him this inning. He's going to be up anyway. Dude. Crushed it, but right at him. Yeah, exactly. The Herbs, man, I'm amazed you score as much as you do. Oh, I should have done the juke. There actually is a juke. If you didn't know it, there is a juke there.
Now batting, number 22.
If you hit RB, you banana cut out. And I've actually managed to bypass a guy like that before. Man, this is my first game going to extras, though. Off the tip of the bat. Did you play the game online a bunch, Colossus, or are you mostly an offline player? I mean, almost everything is literally the same. There's very little that changes. Like, pitching is pretty much the one thing that changes. Some SMB challenges? What do you mean? Dude, I tried to get a win without swinging. I tried to bunt it, though. So I feel like if I did it again, I'd have to do it without, like, bunting every ball. I'd have to try to walk. Dude, most people aren't that good at hitting. Hitting is really what separates a decent player from, like, a good player. What separates a good player from a, like, great player is more of the fielding and hitting, or pitching. And the eye. The eye is important. Womp womp, Herb gang. Oh my god, I beat it out. I beat it out. Change up only challenge, dude. You just want me to tank my rating. I hear you. Why'd I swing at that? I don't know why I swung at that. Dude, hammer long ball. It's always hammer, man. Dude, we're going for the win here. That guy is running so slow. Poor Moose. Poor Moose. The Mooses just don't have the moves. So if whoever asked if I just hack away, I like to put some small ball, some hit and runs, while hacking away like an idiot. It's kind of a good mix, I like to think. Bum, 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 bow, wow. Dude, hammer is always a threat, man. I like that my record was terrible before we started this. And, like, no joke. So, 100% dandy. I was trying to do some stuff like just, you know, bunt only and see if I could pull it off. And like, it's just a pain. I feel like if I did do that again, I'd probably try to do it on an ult. But like, I don't want to be a jerk to people. Like, I really don't want to go down and like play people in like semi-pro or senior and just like be kind of a dick. Like, I feel like if I was bunting for singles down there constantly, it would just like piss people off. Yeah, dude, I'd retire the Herb Gang. Like, to me, like, you're just bold. You're bold. It's just hard. Like, I mean, this is a good representation of what you see. Look at this. Do you see a team that isn't overdog, sirloins, wild pigs? Yeah, you see moose, you see blowfish, and you see wide loads. Those are viable. Those are definitely viable. Look at legendary. It's probably going to be the exact same teams I just mentioned. There's one Nemesis player, one Buzzards player, one Sirloins player. And like I said, most of them do have pretty bad records. There's a couple decent ones. All-Star, again, same teams. There's one guy playing Belos. A little crazy. Back in here, we got our buddy playing Herbisaurs, but that's about it. That's literally just about it. There's not that many. Oh, dude, you can compete with any team. Absolutely. It is a slight handicap. Blowfishies. Dude, I like that I'm seeing so much blowfishy. Makes me happy. And it also makes me want sushi. I want sushi now. I want sushi all day, every day. Knew that was coming. It's gonna be alone in the dirt if he's me. Yep. Now, if he's me, it's another ball. Let's see. Come on, man. What do you do here? Do you walk me? Do you challenge me? Boom. I can quit. I can just leave. I don't need to play for the rest of the stream. We walked. That don't happen up in here. Teach me how to walk. Freebie. I mean, I'll admit, people like me and the other people who post stuff on like Reddit and anywhere else that people see stuff, where we keep saying speed and power is what matters, it probably becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy in some senses. Because we say it so much, like, you know, more people start doing it. This is my best hitting game I've had so far. We had a walk, we had a homer, we had a really good single. Dude, let's see how far we can keep this up. I'm not swinging at the first pitch on those. I just know it's going to be a fastball. And it's going to be somewhere I don't want it. I didn't even power swing there. I was just like, you know what? I should let this count go a little bit. That one I just had to. Didn't hit it well, but I just felt like I had to. I'm going to steal here. Man, if that was a hit, we would have just ripped one. I was like, I don't think he gets both, so whatever, I advance. Yo, what's up? Is that code thread? Yeah, I was like, it's yellow. I'm assuming.
Right field.
What's up, man? I need to bloop one in. Ah, no! I already started so good, and then I just, like, forgot how to play. I feel like some of those you probably shouldn't catch as often as you do. Like, I pretty much botched the hell out of that, but it still got caught. I'm doing great, by the way. We've got a pretty good night so far. Haven't had anything to complain about too much. I think I lost one game that I feel like I should have won. And then me and NG3 had another one of those insanely tight ones. Where I just like, if I had been hitting a little bit better earlier in the game, I think I would have done a little bit better. Swinging at too much crap against him. He definitely pitches into my weakness, which is I like to swing. And since he likes to walk, or is willing to walk, not likes to walk, he's willing to walk. Like, most people aren't even willing to walk, so, you know, like, I just swing. Because I know eventually I'll get a strike. The meta's crazy. Yeah, I mean, if you can get hits right now and get some power going, it definitely works. Yeah, it's all about track stars in my opinion. Like, the souped up mashing isn't even that important. It's useful, but like the track stars I think is the most important part. Like, it's good that he just hit that, but with no one on base, it's like whatever. I mean, I don't know how to fix it. Like, I mean, I was posting about it with someone else. And, like, so my thing is right now, hitting's just a garbage stat. The only way for contact to matter is for them to completely revamp how they hit. And for that to happen, you would have to have, like, either two reticules or something different. You know, where if you hit the one, or with contact, you get more, like, I don't know, good contact that's not power. You know, like, there'd have to be something changed up, and they'd have to change up mechanics. And the mechanics feel good right now. It's just that contact's a garbage stat if the mechanics are the way they are. And it's not because contact swing's a garbage swing. It's just that it just doesn't feel like it matters. You know, like, contact to me just means that I make contact with bad pitches and hit them weakly. Like, I feel like contact would have to give you a little bit more RNG luck with how you hit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they'd have to adjust things for the next one, if anything. They could easily do a year 2 update if they wanted to, you know? Like, you could drastically change your game if you wanted to do, like, a year 2. You know, but that would be, like, way down the road. And I don't think they need to. I think it's a fun game where it's at. I just think it's a reality that track stars and home run hitters are where it's at.
The first baseman.
Did I not score there? Am I, like, really an idiot? I might be an idiot. I think I thought I was scoring, and then I just, like, looked away and didn't. I regret my decisions in life. Bad decisions. I gotta stop swinging at bad crap, because all that happens is bad things. Nothing good comes from swinging at junk balls. For every home run you hit off one, like, you hit, like, multiple double plays. As I swing at another. Alright, alright. I see you, bro. Shouldn't have swung at that. Should not have swung at that. I screwed up so bad this inning. So very bad. So very bad. Alright, I just need a strike. Like, nothing that's not a strike. I'm not even holding my controller right now. This is my way of walking. I can walk if I force myself to. I thought that one was a strike, to be honest. It's like, there's no way he throws me one. I didn't, like, you can tell from my foot. I'm not even gonna bother trying, you know? I'm surprised he didn't just tag me out. If you went for the tag, though, I was gonna pause and, like, try to screw him up on the timing. Like, I would have been dead to rights, but I might have scored. I screwed that up so bad. I'm pretty sure I should have at least one run. More than I did. And with a guy on second and third and no outs, you should have scored 2 more. That's just me being really bad. One, 2, 3 inning. Dude, I wish I had ravioli.
Now batting,
Dude,
19.
someone else was using Nemesis today, and they shelled me pretty hard. But, like, I still think Nemesis is garbage. Even if I did lose to them. I lost to them bad. He hit, like, 4 home runs off me. Like, he hit some massive dingers. Some insanely hard shots, but I'm just like, I will never believe in the Nemesis. I just don't get it. They're too slow. If you're gonna, oh my god, I'm out. I'm out. I got myself out. Oh my god. You don't want to be meta. If you like Nemesis, I would check out Moose or Wide Loads. Like, I feel like they're both better. I mean, I may be wrong. Nemesis may play into your style better. At least for the way I play, like, I just can't do them. The nice thing about the wide loads is they have a catcher who can throw out speedsters. So when you got to throw out speedsters, it's so good. Like Barry Allen couldn't steal on her. I mean, I was the same way for the longest time. I kept holding into the wide loads. I like the grapplers still, too. I think they're viable. I mean, I think most teams are viable as long as they got speed, power, or pitching. If you don't have speed, power, or pitching, I don't know what you have. Just contact and fielding. Don't go into the dugout. That was like the slowest one ever going into the dugout. Just like my hopes and dreams I could see just like escaping me. Flash. Oh. Dude, I love the grapplers. I might bust out the grapplers in a game or two just for the hell of it. Problem with the grapplers is like when you're power swinging, you really do notice that you're not hitting nearly as many, you know, good hits. I think the main thing keeping me from playing the grapplers is the fact I can't customize my lineup. Because if I... Wow, I didn't mean to check that one. But if I could customize my lineup, and I could put someone behind Bambino, that's the big issue. Bambino has no protection in that lineup. So if you face anybody who knows what they're doing against the grapplers, you walk Bambino every at-bat. Unless it's going to hurt you because you're walking. But, like, almost always it never will. Because the guy behind him is terrible. Out of zone. Whew. feel like my focus is getting out because I swear like she's blurring. Like as I'm getting ready to swing. That was weird. I didn't expect to strike. I'm willing to strike out looking. Oh, that's gonna get shelled. I left him way too hittable pitch. Like, I screwed it up. First off, I meant to do that, and then I caught it too late.
Now batting, number 25.
Dude, that's gonna be the greatest ricochet catch ever! It's just like, how many times have you seen a 5-6-1 or 3, you know, single out?
26.
Like, that's got to be a cool one for the stat line. It's like a what? You had a 5-6-3? All right. We'll bust out some stuff other than the piggies. I've played enough piggies games. I feel like you guys deserve something other than it. Yeah, no, the catcher. So that's the beauty of all of the good teams, the quote unquote good teams, is that all their catcher's arms are garbage. So you should obviously use that to your advantage as much as you humanly possibly can.